You might recall I said in our administrative retreat that I would do a quick screencast of the extended pre-service calendar. And in addition to that, when I send out this screencast, I'll also include a link to Google Forms so that you can ask questions. And you can also certainly email me or call me at 816-273-7096. Text, call, and let me know what your questions are. As you might remember, the new teacher orientation is the 12th of August, and it starts at 7:20 with a breakfast for the teachers put on by teacher organizations. As you may remember, we were going to have an administrator breakfast that morning, but due to wellness and temperature checks upon arrival, we've gone ahead and canceled that. But the new teacher orientation is still going to be happening. Just a reminder that the new teacher orientation is for year one teachers only, and they will be having lunch with their mentors that day at 11:25. As you can see on the 13th, the new teachers will meet with their mentors, and this again is for year one teachers. And they will meet in their building. If they happen to be virtual teachers and they're also year one, they can meet with their mentor at any location as they may not need to meet in a particular building. On the 18th, that is the time for which you can begin to go over reentry plans with your building staff. And that is time for you to work out those details. That is solely your time. Then in the afternoon, these are the new things that are on the PD schedule. So these things in yellow have been added, and those are in the afternoon. If you have questions about anything related to special services, please don't hesitate to call either Diello or Michelle with those questions. On the 19th, we've added some new things. As you can tell, there will be a staff SEL module, a student SEL module, and in addition to that, there's equity and culturally responsive teaching. These two modules will be sent to you by the curriculum advisor team, and they will include a discussion guide. This particular component is something that you learned about in the administrator retreat from the panel. And with the information and the learning that day, you can share that with your team. There is not a particular time constraint on that. That is completely up to you and your building. On the 20th, again, there will be building meetings, and that can be scheduled certainly by you, and it is to happen in your building. In the afternoon, special services would like the ESOL and SPED department to meet. They will communicate with their staff. On the 24th, Canvas training for elementary will be rolled out by the curriculum advisors. The training for the elementary staff will be a little bit different than that from the secondary staff. The secondary staff will get a Canvas reminder, and then they can too start working on their Canvas courses. Again, this is for remote learning, not the virtual academy. This is in the event that we go into a closure, whether that is district-wide, a particular building, or even if a class is in quarantine. That is what these particular trainings are geared for. If you have any problems and your teachers need immediate help with Canvas, this link right here that says list can help you find people that can give them immediate help, and those people are likely also in your building because they are likely ones that have worked this summer to build the virtual academy. Keep in mind, IEP meetings may be scheduled as needed. You will be notified about that. On the 25th, again, very similar to what was occurring on the 24th. And if you'll notice here, there are DESE modules. Those have been developed over the summer. You simply click on this link and your teachers can use those modules to better understand distance learning, that's what DESE calls it, or in our case, what we would call it is remote learning. That is very helpful, and we would encourage your staff to go through those modules and self select the ones that they would like to do and to make that very personalized for them. There is driver training for coaches 8 to 11 on the 25th, and so student services will be in contact with those folks. On the 26th, elementary, again, you will give your teachers time to begin construction. They may be continuing to be in training, but they will still have time to work on developing remote learning. The same is true for secondary, and IEP meetings may be scheduled as needed. On the 27th is a teacher workday. They are free to work in their classrooms or work on their virtual classroom if they are a teacher that's in the virtual academy. On the 28th, there'll be Canvas remote again development for both secondary and elementary. In addition, you'll notice that the librarians will have a meeting, and that will be communicated with them, and so that is something that will happen in that particular work group. The family involvement coordinators will be involved in a Zoom meeting with me, and I will forward that link to you to send to your family involvement coordinators if that pertains to you. Then, in addition to that, the academic interventionist, and in particular the ELA interventionist, will be involved in some Orton Gillingham modules and training. And so they will be meeting at Hilliard Technical School, and that will be the upper lab of the new edition, and that will be from 9 to noon. Miss Clark and myself will be communicating with that particular team on that training. You may wonder where the math interventionists are going to be involved in training, and they will be involved in training all the way back up here in the Ready Math Curriculum Pilot. So just be aware of that. If you have any questions about the extended pre-service calendar, again, please don't hesitate to reach out to me, and I'm happy to help you get answers for your questions. Thank you for your time today. Very appreciated.